everybody, Sil here. We're back in the Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. So in the last video we got married. It was our Valentine's Day special. It's been a few days. Sorry guys. I have been keeping up videos even though I've been out of the house. Still out. No baby yet. Working on it. So we're gonna play Skyrim today. We're still working on getting our house made. So in order to do that we have to do this Daedric quest. And this Daedric quest does end with us not having to do something evil. So I'm fine with it. It's multi-purpose. We're still going to try to get as much blood as we can for our vampire perks. And that should be about it. So we're going to start with that right now.
Why would I do that?
What troubles you?
What's wrong with everyone around here?
Plagued by horrible nightmares. They're in serious danger.
Dreams aren't real.
These dreams are manifestation. She has an awful hunger for our memory. I must end her terrible influence up. I need to Perhaps you'd be willing to I've already said too much. I would simply ask that you trust me. Wonderful.
I don't trust him. He used to work for that lady, and then he ran off like a coward. Sorry, still have the cough. Like a coward. Again, it's like, it's right here, right? Like, the thing causing my cough is right there. But I just can't get it out. Anything I cough, anytime I cough it close, I just reflexively swallow, and it's just a nightmare. Now, you might ask yourself, Sil, why are you wearing that weird, brightly colored winter hat? I'm not cold. First, just saying. Though we did have some pretty ridiculous record level snowfall recently. We're talking like 3 to 4 feet in a matter of days.
Follow me. It's this way.
A lot of snow fell. It's actually warmed up to the positives to the point where the snow is melting. I have
it feels good to find
an absolute throbbing migraine right now. But I couldn't put off doing the stream any longer. I was like, I'm just gonna lay here, I'm gonna be comatose, I'm gonna watch some YouTube videos, maybe play a little bit more Neo. So I've been playing a bunch of Neo, and I love it. But I was just like, no, I need to actually get the stream going. I don't know, winter hats always accent the craziness of my beard. Oh. See if I can set this up to be a smidge more comfortable, shall I? Oh. Where'd he go? Is that him way down there? Yeah, it is. But yeah, I have a pounding migraine. Why? I haven't been sleeping. I think I know why, and I'm gonna try and fix it tonight. So I have apparently a medical issue with my sleep. Where I wake up constantly throughout the night, even if I don't notice it. And apparently it's a big deal. So I have a little machine that is supposed to help prevent me from having those little instances where I wake up. Problem is, they have it pressured so high that, like, it's like sticking your head out a window when you're driving. It's like, and it's just like, Jesus, you're blowing air into me so hard that I can't breathe. I don't know, man. But I've been hella tired. Hopefully we'll fix that tonight. But no, I'm excited. Today is Thursday, which is pretty fun. Been watching some good videos, catching up on the Northern Line stuff I've missed the last few days. Some Tekken 101. If you are a fan of anime and have not watched Tekken 101, I definitely recommend it. But that's not important right now. because today's episode is all about this guy's quest. It shouldn't take us too long. It won't. It definitely won't be like a normal Skyrim video, in theory, which normally ends up being in about an hour, hour and a half. But the whole thing about Vermina is that she steals our memories, and it leaves a void inside of us. And those voids manifest as bad dreams. Alright, let's just talk it up. Let's delve into our dream escapes. So, I don't normally dream. I very rarely go through a night where I'm in a deep sleep and I'm dreaming. I'm one of those people who, if I'm dreaming, I know I'm in a dream. Which means, I don't know if I can even consider that being asleep. If you know you're asleep, it means you can wake yourself up. Just instantly. So, whenever I realize I'm dreaming, which is usually pretty instant, I'm just like, oh, so I'm not really asleep. I'm just laid here having a fairly vivid hallucination while, you know, foregoing any sort of responsibility. And that's the way I view it, right? So to me, it's more like a half sleep. Because I'll become consciously aware of everything that's going on around me. I'll be aware of, you know, people talking in the room, something on TV. And I can hear and listen to it. Completely. But I'm in the dream, and I'm like, well, I'm just gonna stay in this dream because I wanna. And there's no reason not to. But, I don't normally have quote-unquote bad dreams. I don't really suffer from nightmares. It used to be something that would happen in the past, once or twice. A big one for me would be dreaming I'm falling. And I would get that sensation of falling, and I would wake up just in time to catch myself from falling off the edge of the bed or something. That's something I would consider a bad dream.
Before we enter, I must no. Knowing that I'm concerned that when this place
but,
is
you know,
the miasma will
there's this,
and they'll awaken.
so when I dream, I often dream in terms of my novels and creative things I've written. So, for example, I run that group of D&D players who, again, updates are coming. I have my notes from the first 2 sessions, and I definitely want to share them all with you. It's just, again, I'm not at home. I don't have my webcam. I don't have any of my equipment to set that up in a position where I can record that and make it look good.
Give me just a moment.
Which, you know, sucks. But, like, so if I'm laying down, I will see with my mind's eye the campaign up until a point and where the campaign's going, and I can predict how characters are going to react to my players. And so to me, that's sort of what a dream is. Yeah, so there's the Skull Corruption down there. We need to do a bunch of shenanigans to get down there.
There's no time to lose.
So, back to dreams, because dreams. I very rarely dream in anything other than something I've written, or something I'm about to write. I should have sucked the blood out of these guys. That's alright, I'll worry about the others later. So, if I'm working on a project, for example, Amazon recently revealed that they are you're able to get your PDFs. So if you publish something digitally with Amazon, you're able to get a physical copy of it if you upload a separate edition with different parameters for physical copies. And that's really cool, because I have several things published on Amazon digitally that I would love a physical copy of. I would love it. So I was looking over one of those things that I'd uploaded, correcting it, you know, making more edits, because again, I don't have the money for a professional editor, so I do it myself, and I often miss mistakes in my own work. And just fixing some of the things where I felt like characters behaved too rushed.
It's just up here.
Which was a problem with this specific thing that I wrote. It doesn't so much happen in my other stuff.
We're certain to find more of the awakening.
But this one particular thing I wrote felt a little rushed. Whenever I'm working on that or thinking about it, especially because I normally work during the night towards the time that I go to bed, I dream exclusively in that story. Right? Like, at that point, am I dreaming? Am I? Because I'm really just living out this story of something that I'm going to write or have written.
I'll show you the real.
Where is he? And that's like how my dreams work. That sucks.
This library used to be filled with arcane volumes.
Oh, whoops. So, that's how I dream normally. I have these vivid hallucination visions, whatever, of what I want to write. I sort of see it like a show.
Perhaps we can locate the information I need.
And it helps, because then it helps me wrap my head around what I want to write, what perspective to take.
Well, look, the tome bears the likeness of their Mina on the cover. It should be
And etc. And I mean, it's a good way to dream. It's definitely very functional. But I don't know if normal people dream like that. Because I'm pretty sure normal people dream in, like secret desires or wants. And I don't do that. And I mean, the closest thing I have to a bad dream is a dream that is of the past. It's a dream where I'm visiting somewhere I've been in the past with people who are no longer in my life.
Sadly,
and I wake up sad. Well, depressed is a more accurate word.
I swear upon Lady Mara that I will do everything within my
But
power.
that's different, right? That's more like remembering something vividly. I mean, that happens to me when I'm awake. If someone says the right thing or the wrong thing, I can vividly remember parts of my past instantly, right? A big thing that does that is a friend of mine who's transsexual. I once referred to him as the wrong pronoun in public, and he was very upset. And so whenever a situation like that happens, where I use the wrong pronoun with someone, even if they're cis, like even if they don't care that I use the wrong pronoun, I get like these super flashbacks to the time I said that and made my friend very upset. And it really sucks. Could you please get eaten? I want to go this way. And I mean, that's a bad dream. Like, remembering that conversation is bad. But I mean, I think that happens to everyone, right? Where they remember, like, an embarrassing or, like, situation where they said the wrong thing at the wrong time. Or something like that. Right? Like, that seems to me to be, like, the most generic sort of thing. Okay. I don't know if that gives me XP, though. We'll pick that up. And, I mean, that definitely happens. And I do dream of that moment often in the past. And it sucks, because I really, really like that friend, and I really upset them.
Now that they've been dealt with, we need to find the torch.
And it was just a slip of the tongue. I didn't mean anything by it. It's not like I think of that person as the wrong gender. It's just I sometimes say the wrong thing. I flub my words all the time. I refer to myself as the wrong gender. That doesn't make it right in a situation where it's going to be painful for someone. But in a situation like that, I guess I should be more conscious of what I'm saying, right? But like when you're standing in a deli, right? We were just standing in a deli. My friend was in line, he was waiting to get a sandwich, and I was just hovering, right? Keeping up the conversation with him.
Yes,
and someone asked
what is it I can
me,
help with?
Are you in line? I said no, but you know, the wrong pronoun to refer to my friend, that they were in line.
So, I'll take
and it sucks, right? Like, you immediately just thinking about it, I can remember the look on my friend's face. I can remember everything so well, and it's just like, this sucks. And I'm hopefully not going to dream about that tonight. A way I used to do this would be to play videos while I go to sleep. Somebody needs to sleep too. I find that really affects what I dream of. Which I guess makes sense, right? Because if you hear something, you're more likely to think of it subconsciously while you're dreaming. So one of the most powerful memories I have of a dream like that is I once was watching Dragon Ball Z. This was the first time I ever really watched Dragon Ball Z, because I didn't grow up with cable. I grew up with just an antenna, and you didn't get anime on that. I was at my uncle's house, who did have satellite. His cabin up in the mountains that he owned, on a large plot of land that he owned. And they were doing a marathon of the entire Frieza saga on YTV. And I was just enthralled with it. Like, I thought it was just the coolest shit ever, right? Like, I think I probably saw Dragon Ball maybe once or twice before. Because I remember seeing Dragon Ball Classic before Dragon Ball Z. I remember seeing some scenes of Dragon Ball Classic at one of my dad's friend's house when they were out drinking. Like, we were over at his house for a party where people were just drinking, basically. And I was a kid, right? So I just sat inside and watched cartoons. And I remember watching Dragon Ball Classic. So they were marathoning Dragon Ball Z, the Frieza saga. And I remember it was specifically right when the Ginyu Squad was showing up. And I'd been playing Pokemon Red on my Game Boy Color. And I had dozed off with the game on. And I had been listening to the game music and listening to the show. And so, like, seamlessly, I just drifted off into sleep. And I had this absolutely vivid dream of just playing Pokemon while I watched this show I never watched before. So, this was really cool because I was asleep, right? So I've never seen the rest of the show up until this point. So my brain was like creating the image of the show in the background based on the sounds it was hearing in the show that was still playing. Like, I'd never seen the Frieza saga before, but still I was dreaming it vividly. And at the same time dreaming that I was playing Pokemon, because I had fallen asleep playing Pokemon and listening to it. And I woke up about 2.5 episodes later. I woke up like 2.5 episodes later. Thinking that I just played through like a ton of Pokemon. I'm super annoyed that I hadn't. Like, I woke up actually annoyed because I'm like, man, I just like 3 hours of Pokemon. And now I have to do that over again. That's how vivid the dream was. And like, that was cool. It's a cool experience. And I love that it's one of those dreams that I've just always remembered. Oh wait, I can't feed on any of these people. I can't land my power attacks. I don't know, maybe my timing is just severely off. But until I can land them, I just shouldn't be using them, I guess. And I mean, I occasionally have bad dreams of a similar nature, right? Where I remember something in my past that's very specific. But I'm not one of those people who, like, dreams of things that are, like, terrifying to him. Like, I just don't. So the fact that, like, I have a few phobias, and I'll admit that, I'm man enough to admit my fears. I never have a dream about my fears anymore, at least. Like, I have a bit of a fear of heights, but I mean, any normal person does. I'm dead. And I don't know if it auto-saved after we came into the dream at all. Which is real shitty. It's so annoying that I can't get any of my power attacks to actually feed. Like, it's actually really annoying.
Yes, my son.
No, we're at the fucking start again. Oh my Jesus, come on. Also, I have no idea where Serana is. And that freaks me out. Hopefully, she's right outside. God damn it, this is actually infuriating. So yeah, like, I have fears, but I never dream of those fears. I never wake up, like, in the middle of the night in a cold sweat, like, panting because of this horrific nightmare I just had involving a fear of mine. I definitely could. Some of my fears get pretty scary. And this one of the sad things is that one of my fears is something I really like looking at, if that makes sense. So I have a very powerful fear of water I can't see the bottom of. Now, hopefully this doesn't become an issue in Skyrim. Most of the quests we go on won't lead us to a place where the water's that deep. But I'm at the same time, I'm absolutely enthralled with marine biology and aquatic life. Like, one of the coolest things for me to do or watch ever is documentaries on, like, the colossal squid. That shit is so cool. Right? And I'm like, that would terrify the absolute fuck out of me. But damn, do I love watching it. And I could watch it.
Damn it! The priest must have activated this barrier when the article was released.
Right before bed. But I won't suffer a nightmare from it, right? Like, I never have this dream that it's just me in the center of the ocean. And there's just water reaching down beneath me as deep and dark as it can go. No, I think that would be a terrifying dream? Damn straight I do. But it never hits me. I just don't have bad dreams. I either don't dream anything, or I dream in one of the works that I'm working on. Or a show that I watched. Like, again, as someone who used to write a lot of fan fiction.
Be careful. We're certain to find more of the
I often dream fan stories, right? I'll think of some sort of scenario where I'm dreaming of a situation that hasn't happened in a story, but I think is really cool, and I would love to see happen in a story. I hate being this. Like, my timing is so off because I haven't played this game enough. I'm definitely gonna stream more Skyrim. I might do another Skyrim stream tomorrow. I don't know. Where is he? I don't know what time of day my friend is working tomorrow. But if I have access to their TV in the evening without being too much of a pain in the ass, I'm gonna try and do a few streams tomorrow because it's Friday. Plus, I'm hoping to cook a ham tomorrow, and cooking a ham is one of my favorite things to do. I'm just a sucker for cooking a ham. And that takes a few hours, so if I do that late at night, that's fine.
Yes, the Torpor grants. Sadly, I have yet to see it function in person.
Well, one of the kids has a bit of a cough. Hopefully, it doesn't wake him up.
I swear upon, all believe there is a lore hope. The skull has.
He's actually the one I got this cough from,
just conjecture,
and he still has it.
Scholars and historians to this very day.
Which is awful, because I mean, it's impossible to teach a 3-year-old to, you know, not just cough all over someone, because they just don't give a shit, right? Like, he's absolutely enthralled with steam-powered giraffe, which I take some large amount of credit for, and he'll just stare at it, watching it, and if you happen to be leaning close to him and he has the cough, he doesn't give a fuck. He is basically no idea that you're anywhere near him at that point, and he'll just cough all over you. And it is absolutely infuriating. But, I mean, at the same time, I mean, he's a fucking kid, right? It's not like I can blame him or be mad at him for it. Are you serious? How did I not bite that guy? I'm power attacking. Like, I can see the stamina going down, goddammit. There we go. That was a huge pain in my ass. There we go. Ah, he sounded bad. You son of a bitch. Alright, we are going to quick save this time. After we drop the portal. For sure.
The torpor should be in a tall bottle with dark liquid. If you find
yeah, it's right here. You might say, Sil, how do you just know where everything is? I've platinumed this game like 3 times. Now you might say, Sil, then why are you so bad at it? Well, you know what? You should shut the fuck up about that. No.
Yes,
I would like to have some good dreams tonight.
So,
good dreams have been few and far between lately. And again, I don't have bad dreams, it's just my dreams are just like, again, they're just an extension of whatever I'm working on at the moment, or whatever I was thinking about. If I'm thinking about a particular edit I need to make in something that I just haven't gotten around to. Especially when I'm here, because when I'm at my friend's house, there's really nowhere comfortable to work on my laptop. And I mean, I haven't even taken it out yet, I've been here almost 5 days. There's nowhere to work and sit in a way that allows me to access my laptop without worrying about kids knocking it over, kids pulling out the cord, it just falling if I move. Because like one of the last times I used my laptop here, I ended up spilling hot wax all over it. So, you know, I'm still scrubbing the wax out of some of the buttons. So I'm just a little bit more careful about that. I definitely need to though, because I've been getting no work done. And I desperately need to finish editing my novel and see if I can find an agent that likes it. It's really disheartening trying to get something published, man. Like, anytime I go to do anything like that, I get so anxious. You want to talk about a bad dream, right? Because, like, not only do I have to try and get something published, but I've also been working on trying to teach English abroad as a second language, because I have a bachelor's degree in English literature,